Good morning, it's Barbara. It is a rainy day. I got a little bit done yesterday, and truth be told, today. And yeah, gonna be hanging out. I don't think I'm going anywhere today. Oops, good morning, it's Barbara. Puppies have just gotten their pills. Well, Maisie doesn't get pills, she just gets the cheese part. Pearl is reluctant to take pills. Some of the pills she was taking earlier upset her stomach. She was getting antibiotics. And she finally figured out the pills were the thing, and so she's not even taking her cheese anymore. But the antibiotics have been done for a couple of days, so she should be good. You guys are going to be so sick of hearing about this dog by the time the end of January comes. Oh my God. I was on my crafting with Christy Zoom last night, and she got an earful about this dog. And it'll be fine. It'll be fine. She's healing very well. Dennis is going to call the vet today, make an appointment for having her staples removed. So that will be good. Once her staples are removed and she's been declared healed on the outside, the skin, then she'll be able to sleep without the cone on. For 2 weeks, she's sleeping downstairs by herself with the cone on. I mean, poor dog. And she is a pack animal. She's much more packy than Maisie is, so I feel really bad about that. And she has her booty on still, but that'll come off soon because she has to go outside and it's raining. Anyway, good morning. Thank you for joining me for coffee. That's the update on Pearl. She's doing fine. She's a little limpy. Unfortunately, she's starting to feel better, so she's doing more stuff. There's Dennis cuddling her. So meanwhile, oh, we're taking her booty off. So meanwhile, yesterday, what did I do? I did a lot of knitting. It's so interesting to me. I've really been wanting to knit. And it feels so good to want to knit. It really broke my heart when I didn't want to knit. It just felt so unnatural because I've been knitting for 12 years now. 12 years. Because I started knitting 3 days before I found out that Allison was pregnant with Isabel. And Isabel turned 11 in August. So, whatever that math is. And my community is a knitting community, you know, and so it just felt like a real, I don't know, really bad disconnect from an important part of my life when I didn't feel like knitting. So anyway, I've been very excited to feel like knitting. Very excited. All right. So I'll show you what I was knitting. So I added dormouse, a lot of dormouse, to my hat. That's a dormouse. It's a little dustier than it's looking, but that's pretty close. I was trying to show Christy last night on Zoom. It was very bright. I kept saying the blues are kind of slate blue. So anyway, so there we are. So here's the hat. Well, it turns out Christy really likes this hat, and she's like, how heavy is it? You know, because I can't do Arctic in Mississippi. But so anyway, I think this is Christy's Christmas present / birthday present because their birthdays near, and I haven't been giving birthday presents to the kids. So it's really her Christmas present. But you know, she won't be the first person to get their Christmas present wrapped up on the needles because that won't be done. I don't think it's going to be done in time, but I've been making some good progress. But I thought that was a beautiful color. I really like Dormouse, and then this green. I really love the green. That's the Mad Hatter. I don't know why. That green just really struck me. Do they have sparkly DK? I don't know that I've ever seen a DK weight yarn with stellene in it. But that's what I want. I like the sparkle, and I want that for a sweater. I wonder if that would itch. Anyway, so that's the knitting I did on this. We'll see what else I'm putting on this. I got lots of unwound yarns in my jar, so if the next one doesn't grab me, I can do a bunch of little stripes from they don't have to be so little, from Sweet Sparrow, because this brown is Sweet Sparrow. That used the entire little skein. So I can make some progress on this. But the problem with Sweet Sparrow, they're not all sparkly. This hat is pretty sparkly. Not everything sparkles, but pretty sparkly. And then I finished what I could knit on my scattering petals. I did my stripe row, which is, this is the last stripe row. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a stripe row. And then the last two that I had, and I'm really happy with how this is going, I have to say. But it's squishy and Arctic. Chrissy's like, I don't need Arctic. But this is for me anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I did take what's left over from my knitting on this, because I need to have 10 grams left of my, I need to have only used half of it. So this is this color. I need to have only used half of it because I used 8 grams in theory for the main, and then I put 2 grams in for a stripe. Unfortunately, of the 6 or 8 that I measured, only one of them had 10 grams. The rest of them had 8 plus a tiny bit. So my thing isn't going to work the way I had originally planned, because apparently I'm using more than 8 grams for one of my stripes. We will see how it goes. But meanwhile, I mean, I could always stop at 31 patterns, and then I have a once around the neck, and this will be warm enough once around the neck. So it's very possible that I am not going to try for twice around the neck. I shall see once I get going how I feel about it, because twice around the neck is huge. I mean, it like won't fit under my coat or anything, so it's possible that I'm just gonna go with the once around the neck, just because my plan isn't gonna work, because I'm using too much of the ball each time I make one of these, so we shall see. But I am liking the striping. You know, my little interludes of stripes, I think that's adding a little something something to the look of it, and I'm really happy with it. And I knit last night until I didn't have anything more to knit. That's a lie. I had about this much left of the dormouse, and I could have, but I had already stopped it and cut it, so I decided to just, and it was time for bed. So I finished up the last bit of this color, and yeah, so now we shall see. Let's see what I'm going to be knitting today. I cleared behind my chair last night, and I was talking to Christy at 9 till 10, and I hadn't put the lights up, but I'll confess, I put the lights up this morning. But I am going to go and put some ornaments on that. I'm going to get the ornaments that Megan gave me and put them on there, and because I didn't do anything else with them, like I talked about. And some of the other ones that I have. I have Christmas ball that Danielle made me, and I have a bunch of knitted Christmas ornaments up in my craft room on top of my furniture that I have up all year round. I should bring them down. Yeah, but I'm not going to do that. I enjoy them in my craft room, and we'll just say my craft room is decorated. A little plantation. All right, let's see what we got here. What do we got here? Oh, we got something. We got something. Pink. These are so fun. I'm so excited. Pink. I'm really loving this color these days. I don't know, maybe I'm turning into Barbie again. I was Barbie in high school. I forgot that. I was at like our 40th reunion. Oh, Barbie. I'm like, was I Barbie? Yep, I was. With a Y. Just to be different from the doll. Pink. Barbie pink. Fun. And I told Aura, number 16. Today's the 16th. Holy cow! For Aura, I told her I was getting something for her. She was very excited, although she is upstairs. Oh, another book. And another New Zealand pen. How cute. Oh, it pops down like that. She'll love it. Thank you, Megan. Ahead of time. She will say thank you as soon as she gets it. But she's been working on the one you sent her. So that was a big success. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. 16. Let's see what's going in Christy's hat. And the thing about it, you know, she's like, really? You're working on that? So hard on that? It's going to be so much work? And, you know, and I'm like, yeah, you know why? Because part of my cleaning up behind my chair, I found I had to go through stuff and reorganize stuff. I found Advent minis from years ago. I mean, look at this. This will be a gorgeous, gorgeous hat. I have so many minis. And and as I'm putting them away, I'm like, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I should knit things with minis. I need more minis. I should knit more things with minis. So I'm happy to make another hat. And this hat, the in something turn. Why can't I remember the name of that pattern? Unexpected Turn by Helen Bingham. Is really good mindless knitting when you just want your hands to be busy, because you just go round and round. Okay, you ready? Let's see what we got here. What's next? Ooh, pretty. This is Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat. Oh, I like that. And that's going to be very nice next. It'll be a very nice transition into something lighter. Because they haven't been, I guess this is the lightest section. Do I remember the name of it? I do not. But I think that it's going, you know, I mean, because it's lots of colors. I've really been loving the colors on this trilogy, I got to say. But I like that, and I think it's going to be great next. In fact, it's perfect next, see? These colors go just beautifully. Perfect next. Christy, this is next on your hat. Very nice. Cheshire Cat. Is that purple? It is. That's a little bit of purple in there. Oh, Gorgeous. All right, I'm not even putting that in the bin. I'm just going to set it on the scarf because that's where it's going. We have the piano tuner coming today. Did I tell you that? Or is going to be playing Christmas carols on Christmas Eve. And we get the piano tuned once a year. It's a beautiful instrument. It's now my piano. She gave it to me, and but we insist that she play it, and I'm going to learn how to play it. This is Sweet Sparrow with a little tchotchke. That's very pretty. Oh, a little pine cone. How very nice. Now, that looks blue. That looks like a slate blue in my camera, but my eyes are telling me it's gray. That looks a little more like what I see. But this is looking blue. So if I put the light on, I think it would look more blue. So it's definite blue-gray, but very nice. This will also go nice. So I anticipate some kind of plain Sweet Sparrow interludes. That's Sweet Sparrow, the green and the brown transitioning. So they are gorgeous colors for transitioning. That's very pretty. But in the shade, it's a little less blue and a little more gray. And that's what I'm saying. I'm going to take this progress keeper off. Very cute. Thank you, Julie. Very cute. Where's my toad? Oh, let's see what's next on my scattering petals. It's a yellow seahorse. Okay. Oh, looky. Oh, perfect. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're in the bright section of the cowl. That's what's today's stripe, what today's stripe is going to be. And I'm going to measure it before I start knitting, just to see what I'm doing wrong. But that's going to look great. Oh, I'm very excited. But this is the only thing I have. If I stick with using this Advent, this is the only thing I can knit on my scattering petals. But tomorrow I can knit tomorrow's yarn plus the next row of stripes, because that will be 4. I'm doing a stripy row every 4. So if I do a stripy row every 4, I think there's 31 repeats in the short one, and I am gonna have 24 divided by 4, which is 6. So I will have 24 plus 6 rows out of my Advent, which is 30. And if I use my Christmas Day for the 31st, I will be perfect and not repeating any colors. That will not repeat any colors. So I think I'm going to make the decision when I get there. Because I'm tending towards, it is so thick. The thing that, you know, that it's hard to show. I mean, that's how thick it is. And that's how thick the cowl is going to be. So having it wrap around twice feels like really like overkill. And so if I think I'm going to like the way it lays, just wrapped once, I think I'm going to go with that. Now that I'm thinking about it, now that I know that my numbers aren't going to work for the longer one anyway. And yeah, and that means I could finish it Christmas Day. We shall see. I'm not going to finish Christie's Christmas Day, I can tell you that. Day 16 for my paints. I did not paint yesterday. These are jewels. Look at them in the shape of jewels. These are pretty silvery. Most of the glittery things that have been very goldy, that looks bluish and gray. I'm not going to take it out of the paper. I have been enjoying my watercolors advent that I got. I'm very happy with that. Although I would say a high percentage of the cost of the advent was that gorgeous box that comes in. So I'm gonna have to figure out, but then I have to find, you know, goodies that go in the box that fit the box. So I don't know how that will work. We shall see. To reuse it, I mean. Anyway, so there's my advents. I had a great day of advents. This is gonna be fun. Fun, and I'm very happy with this next. That'll be really nice on my scarf. So that'll be a fun day of knitting. And if I really have the urge to continue knitting and I have any brain space, I could start thinking about the hood on my Montrealer. The other day I was sitting there after I had knit so much, because I knit a lot, and then I thought, you know, if I were knitting the hood on my Montrealer, it would be done now. But I have to sit down and figure it out, because the beginning of the next part of the Montrealer is short rows in the back of the neck. The hood is done with short rows, and you know, I couldn't picture it the last time because I was mistaken and thought the end of row was in the front of the hood. It's in the back. So you try to do short rows in the front and it's not going to make any sense. That's where I went wrong. And that's how I got the pocket on the back, or the hood backwards. On Isabel's, I had her take the pocket off and put it on the other side. Did you remember that? Anyway, that helped me figure it out. So, you know, a dry run on your granddaughter's sweater helps. So I've been knitting a lot, and that makes me feel good. Even though I'm sitting there rewatching things I watched 2 weeks ago, but it's like, but I'm knitting. And that felt like I was accomplishing something. I have some executrixing to do today, and so I'm going to do that. I have to clean up. I have to empty. I have to get all the music off the piano because the piano tuner is coming. He'll be here in an hour. And yeah. So I'm going to go. I got to do my yoga. I don't want to do my yoga while the piano tuner's here. But I've been doing it. I did miss it one day. On Thursday I missed it, but that's okay. I had a hard one yesterday and I did it. So there. All right, I'm going. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please. Stay safe and stay safe.